For mankind to embrace our future, we must understand and be told the truth about our past. The most profound questions revolve around our origins. Unfortunately, answers, often illogical and without evidence, still embarrass us as self-serving myths. Although it is not yet common knowledge because of blatant censorship, how we came about is now very clear, as supported by two distinct lines of scientific evidence. The answer remained hidden in our DNA all along until discovered in 2013. DNA, it turns out, is a masterpiece of intelligent biomathematical coding by an extremely advanced alien civilization, making all life on Earth of alien origin. The probability that we had alien stewards is 10 trillion to 1. Further intervention may have boosted our intelligence. The exogenesis theory, also known as the directed panspermia theory, or simply the seed theory, became first populated by Nobel Prize winner and co-discoverer of DNA, Francis Crick. The theory further begs biological and evolutionary proof of alien supermicrobes on Earth. The proof presents itself in our family of giant viruses and our microbe evolution leading to all life forms. Mitochondrial Eve, about 200,000 years ago, the single mother of all of us, brought forth Homo sapiens, which boasted a robust increase in the size of skull and brain and new elongated shape. It proved itself to be about 150 cubic centimeters bigger than those of modern humans. Although the brain only is about 2% of our body mass, it consumes about 20% of our energy. Improved mitochondria for increased brain energy became part of the Homo sapiens package. Perhaps aliens had intervened. There are other times in history when radical and unique changes occurred in very short evolutionary time spans for primates. For example, about 7 million years ago, when pre-humans split off from the rest of the great apes. It wasn't until the middle of the 19th century that Charles Darwin published On the Origin of Species in 1859, suggesting that life evolved rather than an act of creation by an unknowable God. Finally, science offered a viable and testable alternative explanation. Evidence for evolution occurred everywhere, but the origination of life still posed a mystery, the greatest mystery of all. We seem to know much more about how our universe started with the Big Bang than we do about exactly how the first life came about on Earth. Okay, life evolves, but how did it all start? Darwin once suggested that some little warm pond near the ocean was a spot. Genes would not be discovered until 7 years later by Mendel, and DNA a few years later by Swiss chemist Friedrich Michener. Francis Crick's book, titled Life Itself, promoted the overwhelming and scientifically logical idea that DNA did not first evolve on Earth. DNA's alien origin would be one of the most important realizations in all history. Life, according to Crick, began somewhere else where conditions were more favorable and, with the help of advanced intelligence, seeded Earth. If DNA originated elsewhere, it reflects our beginnings as a form of alien or alien hybrid, and our future, including merging with one or more advanced civilizations. Indeed, we may meet our makers, or at least some of their descendants, one day. Crick's insight and intuition found themselves confirmed by convincing scientific evidence from a prominent mathematician and astrophysicist. They published a paper in 2013, a peer-reviewed journal named Icarus, formerly edited by Carl Sagan. Icarus just happens to be the same journal that published Crick's paper over 3 decades earlier, elaborating on the possibilities of direct panspermia, also known as exogenesis, by advanced civilizations. When one of the co-discoverers of the structure of DNA claims it is of interstellar origin, we have to listen to why he believes it is so. The evidence to support his claims is mounting. First, DNA is an elegant, mathematical, and signature construct, which means it is artificial. Second, the last universal common ancestor, or LUCA, appears to be newly discovered bizarre giant viruses chock full of genes unknown to Earth. Third, the United States government reveals increasingly about UAP sightings and materials associated with them and says they cannot rule out an alien presence. We now have the evidence of signatures and hidden mathematical and pictorial codes from DNA for Crick's theory. We update cosmological data that Crick did not have at his disposal, address the subject of the surprising last universal common ancestor for life on Earth, which has alien origins. We benefit from our government's about their complete 180-degree turnaround on the issue of UAPs. June 15th, 2000, or June 25th, 2021, I believe, was some of their official release of documentation. But we benefit from our government's about face on the issue of UAP and admitting they study bizarre materials found at their landings. Taking a close look at videos and data released by the United States Navy of UAP reveals flight patterns arising from technology based upon mastering theories of quantum gravity and entanglement that have eluded Earthlings, even the efforts for 30 years by Einstein. Dear esteemed, honorable, and noble and notable viewer, if aliens visit Earth, what exactly do they want? And what do they do? Or what did they do in the past as well? Some claim that many of our advances in technology arose from reverse engineering the technology of aliens. Some believe that advanced civilizations would want to form hybrids with us. Others think they want to conquer and enslave us. If you don't know about Project Bluebeam, please, I encourage you to look it up, do some research on your own, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for further video offerings about what could these aliens be doing here? What do they want? Namaste, Namaskaram.